Hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Thursday, January 29th. So with me on the mic, I have some fabulous co-hosts. I have my gorgeous moon, my icy chili, and my Libra queen. Hey, ladies.
Hello.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning, and shout out to the listeners as well, holding it down in the chat, like my Beeza, Slay Anka, Benji, and Queen of Happiness. So shout out to y'all as well. I think we got a bunch of tea. We could just go ahead and oh, I'm sorry, even before I even get started, one, I wanted to tease y'all. So tomorrow we will be interviewing a special guest. So to find out who, either subscribe to me or just tune into tomorrow's show starting at 12:30. So and also shout out to the Pinhook for allowing me to do the live recording for my show yesterday. And also for those who have reached out to me who have told me that you are not able to hear the recording from January 28th. We are aware and we are working on getting it available for you as quickly as possible. So thank you for bearing with us. So that's all the updates I have for you all. And we can just go ahead and jump right into the tea, honey.
Tea time.
Yes. Well, unfortunately we have to start with a sad story. After our show stopped recording yesterday, we did learn about Miss Shirley Raines, who unfortunately passed away. And you all will see I just shared here.
No.
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
Yes, honey. So you see I just shared here by way of TMZ, Miss Shirley Raines, Beauty to the Streets founder and CEO, dead at only 58 years old.
Oh my God.
Yep. So Shirley Raines, the founder and CEO of Beauty to the Streets, known as Miss Shirley, has died, TMZ has learned. Shirley's twin sister, Sheila, tells TMZ the viral social media star was found dead in her Nevada home Tuesday night. She was discovered unresponsive next to her bed during a wellness check. Sheila says Shirley had been healthy and was not on any meds. Sheila says the entire family is shocked. They're waiting on autopsy results, but she says no foul play is suspected. Beauty to the Streets, which has 1.1 million followers, announced Miss Shirley's death on Instagram Wednesday. They said, it is with profound sorrow and heavy hearts that Beauty to the Streets announces the passing of our beloved CEO and founder, Shirley Raines, affectionately known to so many as Miss Shirley. The statement continued, Miss Shirley dedicated her life to serving others and made an immeasurable impact on homeless communities throughout Los Angeles and Nevada. Through her tireless advocacy, deep compassion, and unwavering commitment, she used her powerful media platform to amplify the voices of those in need and to bring dignity, resources, and hope to some of the most underserved populations, excuse me. Beauty to the Streets is a nonprofit that provides beauty and hygiene services to people in need living in the Skid Row area of downtown Los Angeles. This loss is devastating to the entire Beauty to the Streets team, the communities we serve, and the countless individuals whose lives were forever changed by Miss Shirley's love, generosity, and selfless service. The statement reads, her legacy will continue to live on through the work she started and the heart she touched. Just 2 days ago, we got video of Shirley handing out supplies to people from her car, which is something she's most known for graciously doing online. In addition to her nonprofit work, Shirley was notably CNN's 2021 Hero of the Year and was chosen as the NAACP Image Award winner for Outstanding Social Media Personality in 2025. Miss Shirley was 58, and may she rest in peace. Yes, may she rest in peace indeed.
I hate this was the first time I ever heard about her. I had no idea.
Oh, you did? You never seen her content?
No, I
Yeah, her
hadn't.
content used to go like I've seen a lot of her content, especially on my Twitter timeline.
Yeah, and I'm just like, dang. I hate this is the way I found out about her because that sucks.
Oh, she's a beautiful soul. I saw a lot of her content. Oh my God.
And also just to kind of and not trying to sound like a conspiracy theorist or anything, because especially when the sister said they don't suspect any foul play and they're waiting for autopsy results. But do y'all remember how it wasn't that long ago where she was talking? Miss Shirley said she was putting on her social media that she felt like she was drugged or something, like she woke up with no memory or something like that, or something
Yep.
happened. You remember
Everybody,
that?
a lot of people are talking
Mm-hmm.
about that.
Mm-hmm. I
Okay,
do.
so I'm like, okay, now and now all of a sudden she's no longer with us. Wait a minute. So, we
Might
have
have
a,
been a stroke.
question. Did you see Lizzo's comment about her? No, I didn't. What did Lizzo say about her?
I feel like Auntie got in a posture of like, hold on, wait a minute, I'm finna punch Liz on her face and say something crazy.
Oh no, I know Lizzo wouldn't say anything about crazy because this is like she is Miss Shirley is like Lizzo is the type of Miss Shirley is the type of person that Lizzo advocates for. Like if you've been
Okay,
following Lizzo in her career, so I know she wouldn't have said anything like off the wall about that. Let me
okay,
see.
because
I
I
was
was
wondering,
like, that
yeah,
tone of your
so
voice was.
when she said that, I was wondering if she had a little mini stroke
Oh,
when she said she woke up with no memory of how she got there and whatever.
ah, true,
Mm-hmm.
right. I
Okay, so
mean,
yeah, I just found something. Lizzo said, I am devastated. And if any of you guys know about any of my Juneteenth gift backs, Shirley has always been a part of them every single year. She added, she's on camera crying. Oh.
hmm,
Lizzo also says, I had so many clothes and I saw um, that she was going to Skid Row and she was going to homeless communities and she was beautifying them, the pop star shared, helping them feel seen, helping them feel beautiful, giving them makeovers, haircuts, clothes. And she used to joke like, girl, everybody be in your clothes. I got on Lizzo's coat. Here I'm reading this from page 6. If those of you, I'm actually going to share the link if you want to see. That was nice of Lizzo. Yeah, because I know, I've been following Lizzo's career for a long time, and Lizzo and Miss Shirley do like the same type of stuff, helping out
hmm,
homeless communities and all of that. So I knew it wouldn't have been anything crazy.
okay.
Oh, and because it's page 6, let me share the TMZ video. I think they have it in here on page 6. I think. Oh no, they don't. So let me TMZ Lizzo Miss Shirley. Here we go. Lizzo gets emotional. This is the one I can share. To hell with a page 6. Y'all get on my damn nerves. Oh, you see where it says Lizzo gets emotional, remembering Beauty of the Streets founder Shirley Raines. So let me share my screen and we can watch her Lizzo together. Thank you for bringing this up, Queen of Happiness. Wrong screen. Let me
Yeah,
share this tab instead. There we go.
I don't even know how to make a video, dog. Because I don't want to be like that girl crying on the internet. But Shirley Raines, founder of Beauty to the Streets, incredible woman, leader in her community, passed away last night. And I am devastated. If any of you guys know about any of my Juneteenth give backs, Shirley has always been a part of them every single year. We did a conversation in 2024 about why she does what she does. I shared the stage with her at the People's Choice Awards when they gave me the People's Champ Award. She was right by my side. She's somebody who I used to just give clothes to. I just had so many clothes, and I saw that she was going to Skid Row and she was going to homeless communities and she was beautifying them, helping them feel seen, helping them feel beautiful, giving them makeovers, haircuts, clothes. And she used to joke like, "Girl, everybody be in your clothes." And like, I got on Lizzo's coat. There was a time where she was like, "We're in dire need. Um, we need clothes right now." I think she was either in Arizona or Vegas, and I sent whatever I had, um, and even like asked Yitty to like send me stuff. She was like, "You made the plus size girls here so happy. They feel so fly." And she would always like write me when I was going through things and when like the public was turning its back on me. When the public was turning its back on me, she never did. She was like, "Stay encouraged." She would always send me messages of love, and she never, ever asked for anything in return. People like her are rare, special, and they deserve to be protected and honored. And I'm so grateful I was able to give her flowers while she was here. If you don't know who she is, please go look her up, because her work is not over. She overserved the underserved, and she helped the marginalized feel important. We're going to miss you, and we're going to need you, Shirley. And I'm so sad that you're gone.
Hmm.
Mm, shout out to Lizzo. Yeah, that it's heartbreaking. So, and I truly, truly, truly hope from the bottom of my heart that there is no foul play. But I'm saying 58 years old, not on any meds, not known to have any health complications. Like,
It wasn't foul play, Auntie.
okay, it was not foul play. We're gonna keep it at that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
people die suddenly of many reasons all the time. So we'll find out more for autopsy. But that symptom of her waking up and no memory said something with her brain. May have had an aneurysm and it expanded, something temporarily to knock her memory out, and maybe it burst. I don't know. I don't think it was foul play. I really don't.
Well, I'm listening to the health professional. You know more than
Same.
I do, honey. That's for sure.
Pull you back off the ledge because you ready to
You
jump,
know,
Yeah, you
honey.
I'm
like
ready to go there.
who we need to fight.
Okay? I'm
And she
telling you.
would go to some of the worst areas, and they loved her. They loved her.
Mhm.
She did so much for Skid Row. I'm just where people just really didn't go to help those people, the worst place,
Hmm.
and gave them haircuts and just just they were so appreciative of her. I
Mhm.
really hate that.
Well, again, Miss Shirley, you continue to rest in peace, and it looks like they are going to continue, the Beauty to the Streets legacy in her honor, and then keep doing what they can for the underserved. So, well, after that, now we got to get messy, y'all. Because it looks like we actually have a comment saying blame Diddy. We can't either blame Diddy or blame 50 Cent because that's who Clayton Howard is blaming, honey. Now, who was Clayton Howard? If you remember, he was in the documentary. He was one of the sex workers that was, part of the quote unquote freak offs, and he's actually suing both Diddy and Cassie. So now it looks like he's going after 50 Cent as well. And y'all should see I just shared here by way of all hip hop. Diddy sex worker sues 50 Cent Netflix over docuseries portrayal. Hmm. Well, Clayton Howard just hit 50 Cent and Netflix with the lawsuit over how they portrayed his story in the hit documentary Sean Combs' The Reckoning. The former sex worker says they twisted his testimony to make Cassie look like a victim instead of what he calls his primary trafficker. Howard appeared in the Netflix docuseries that dropped last month, but he's not happy with the final cut. His lawsuit claims the producer deliberately deliberately edited, distorted, and misrepresented his account to protect Cassie Ventura while silencing his allegations against her. And just a side note, remember he actually said prosecutor Maureen Comey did the same thing. Look how they kind of tried to silence his testimony to make her more victim-like. So this is not the first time we heard of this from him. Anywho, it goes on to say this calculated misrepresentation was done in furtherance of defendant Curtis Jackson's personal and business vendetta against Sean Combs. Clayton Howard alleges in court documents. He says 50 Cent created a commercially profitable narrative that protected a documented trafficker. The irony runs deep here. Diddy threatened to sue Netflix and 50 Cent over the same documentary, but never followed through. His lawyer sent a cease and desist letter claiming the footage was stolen and demanded that Netflix pull the series. They warned of legal action but never filed anything. Now, one of Diddy's alleged victims actually did what the mogul only threatened to do. Howard wants Netflix to add a notice that accounts are edited and may not reflect complete testimony. He's also seeking damages for what he calls severe harm to his reputation. The lawsuit stems from Howard's larger legal battle against both Diddy and Cassie. He filed a $20 million suit against the former couple in July of 2025, claiming they sex trafficked him for over a decade. Howard alleges Cassie recruited him through an escort agency around 2009 and arranged paid encounters that often included threesomes. According to Howard's claims, Cassie used aliases while Diddy operated under the name Frank Black. He says Cassie arranged sessions where Diddy would watch or participate. Howard also alleges that Cassie gave him an STD, became pregnant by him, had an abortion without telling him, and then continued having unprotected sex. The former escort argues Cassie wasn't just a victim, but an active participant who helped manage the trafficking operation. He's currently studying law while representing himself in the complex case. Howard says the government used his cooperation when it helped their case, but now treats him like he's invisible. The unresolved status of his claims has blocked his application to the Backpage Remission Program, a federal fund distributing $200 million to trafficking victims. Cassie previously accused Diddy of rape and abuse in her own civil case, settling with him for $20 million in November 2023. 50 Cent nor Netflix has publicly responded to Howard's new lawsuit. And as we know, Diddy is currently serving his 50 months of federal sentence after being convicted on 2 counts of transporting individuals for prostitution. And he was acquitted of the more serious sex trafficking and racketeering charges that would have meant decades in prison.
But there's no
Mr. Howard,
surprise
go
there.
sit your ass down somewhere.
There's no surprise. They had text messages from Cassie that said, when's the next freak off? And, that there's nothing new there.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I'm just saying. That doesn't mean she wasn't a victim, but she did willingly participate in, a lot of that. So maybe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I certainly but it's where he lost me, and it's like where you your whole case is actually like, to me, is when he was like, oh, she had an abortion and didn't tell me. My dude, you are a sex worker.
Right.
Whatever happens to you, to your whatever, and I hope this does not sound like reductive, because I'm actually very pro sex worker. But it's like your deposit after that, after you have been paid for your services, it's like, what happens after that, baby, ain't got nothing to do with you. You've been paid for your services and you cash a check. So now, if he did catch an STI, yeah, he can certainly sue over that, because but yeah, okay, she got pregnant and had an abortion. Okay, and how many are you going to do that to every other, client that you've had? Like, no, I don't like that.
And he's a sex worker. How can he be sure she gave him the STI?
Ooh,
like he wasn't doing anything outside of them.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
So that's where you lost me, Mr. Howard. Like, I'm very on the side of victims for the most part, but not in this case. I just feel like you wasting your time and the court's time, and talking about you studying law. So he's just trying to get like free practice.
He can't prove any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Any of that.
I'll be glad when they release an image of that dingling to the public. I want to see what he's working with, y'all. I'm sorry, I want to see it.
Oh, okay, next. Because your mind, honey, your mind. Next.
I want to see if it's worth the money. Okay, well, next story, girl. Well, they finally done caught Javante Davis's ass, honey. Finally got that ass after a 2-week manhunt. And you see where it says here, by way of all hip hop, Javante Davis manhunt ends with Miami arrest.
Mm.
And I'm just going to read the first part of this story, because I actually have another one that gives us more details about what happened that night. So it says the 2-week manhunt for Javante Davis ended Wednesday when Miami Gardens cops finally caught the undefeated boxer. U.S. Marshals helped track down Tank after he had dodged the authorities since January 14th. Police put out the warrant after a woman accused Davis of attacking her at a Miami strip club. The alleged victim said Tank grabbed her by the throat and hair around 4:15 a.m. in late October. And I'm going to stop right there, because this next story, again, actually elaborates on that. This motherfucker is he is something else, honey. This one is by way of TMZ, this next story I'm sharing. And you all should see where it says Javante Davis seen pushing and forcing woman downstairs on video, cops say. So, cops say Javante Davis's attack on a woman at a gentleman's club in October was captured on video, with footage showing the boxing star grabbed her by the hair and neck and forced her down a set of stairs during the violent incident. TMZ Sports has obtained Davis's arrest warrant, which details what officials say they observed on surveillance video from inside Tootsie's Cabaret around 4:15 a.m. on October 27, 2025. According to the warrant, the footage shows Tank approached the woman and grabbed her by her hair as he forcefully walked her to a stairwell. Cops say you can then see Tank pushing and forcing the woman down the stairs. The woman cops say tried to stop Tank from forcing her down the stairs by holding on to the railing, but he continued to force her and force her to walk with him towards the doorway. Officers noted another clip shows Tank grabbing her hoodie and pulling her in whichever direction he chose, while a separate shot apparently recorded him holding her by the back of her neck and leading her through an empty part of the club. Cops say the last angle shows them walking into a garage and the woman running away. Officers say they spoke to two possible witnesses, and one claimed there was a previous incident when Tank grabbed the woman by the neck at a club in Miami Beach, although details on that situation were not provided in the arrest warrant. Cops say the footage backs up what the woman told officers 2 days later at the Miami Gardens Police Department, when she said she was working the VIP section at the club when the alleged assault took place. During the incident, the woman claimed Tank said, "You think that I wouldn't find you?" and accused her of ignoring him, which made him upset. She said the boxer was unhappy that she was ending their relationship. She told cops that she had known Tank since 2002 and they had an intimate relationship for several months before she broke things off a month prior. The woman told officers she warned Tank they were being recorded on security cameras, but she claimed he did not care. She claimed she blocked Tank from all forms of communication before the alleged attack, and there was a history of unreported domestic violence between them. The warrant also shows she showed cops text messages of death threats she said were from Tank. The woman told cops she sought medical attention after the incident. Authorities announced on January 14th the 31-year-old was wanted on 3 charges: battery, false imprisonment, and attempted kidnapping. He was tracked down yesterday, Wednesday, and his bond was set at $16,000. The whole ordeal was initially laid out in a lawsuit, and the allegations were enough for most valuable promotions to move on from a fight between Tank and Jake Paul. Woo, honey, just violent, honey. Oh, Lord. Well, now he got to spend $16,000 and think about it and go to court for it. So y'all better learn how to keep what Yonla said all the time. What the hey? You better get somewhere and beat your meat. Or don't be putting your hands on the body until you in that damn ring getting paid for it. Your crazy ass. Y'all, this next story. Apologies in advance because I know y'all don't want to talk about no damn Ray J, but he's still in the news, y'all, and he's still talking about that heart, honey. He really wants y'all to know he is serious. He's possibly on his way out of here if he don't get it together. And you see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Ray J says doctor prescribed 8 medications for heart issues, and he may need a defibrillator. So, and just a heads up, Chili, I think there's some medical some prescriptions up in here that you know I'm gonna butcher. So well, Ray J says doctors are giving him every drug under the sun in an attempt to prolong his life, prescribing 8 different kinds of medications despite their grim prognosis. The rapper tells TMZ he went to doctors who gave him the bad news, telling him they're not sure how long he has to live, and they recommended he stay in bed and take his medication. In case you missed it, Ray J says doctors gave him just months to live, telling his followers he doesn't think he's going to make it to 2027. He says half of his heart has turned black and is only beating at 60%, which is not a good sign. Ray J says doctors prescribed him several different meds, including the cholesterol medication Lipitor, Jardiance, and earned Entresto, medications for people at high risk of heart failure, among others. Doctors told him to prepare for the possibility of getting a pacemaker or defibrillator, though he won't get an update until he goes back to the doctor for a checkup in 14 days. Ray J says doctors have warned him not to drink or smoke, which is hard for him, but he's doing the best to stay on the straight and narrow. He says not being able to see his kids took him down and made him realize he needs to change his ways of living. Ray is currently under a criminal protective order preventing him from seeing his kids. Um, as for his proposed trip to Haiti to find a cure for his disease, Ray J says he does know the island nation is complete with chaos is in complete chaos. Excuse me, but he says his research so far has led him to believe Haiti has cures for diseases, including heart diseases. So he's willing to risk it and go there for treatment. Wrapping it up, Ray J says, "If I come out of this, I'll be a stronger and a better person." Okay, girl. Whatever you say, girl. Next.
Well, you
What we
took
got
all of
next?
those meds correctly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh,
You did good.
yay. Well, honey, speaking of somebody who did good, girl, Nicki Minaj, honey, and I say that because
Mm-hmm.
look, it looks like the coonery that she was out here doing finally worked in her favor because it looks like she got her gold card citizenship, girl. And you see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Nicki Minaj flaunts free Trump gold card after celebrating president. Ooh, child, the ghetto. Well, Nicki Minaj is apparently one step closer to becoming an American citizen and is flaunting her new Trump gold card to prove it, which she hinted she got at no charge. Check out her tweets from Wednesday. The Trinidad born rapper posted a photo of a Trump gold card in her hand and in another tweet said it was free of charge and that she was finalizing her paperwork for citizenship. She also raved about President Donald Trump, calling him her wonderful, gracious, charming president. If you remember, Trump introduced the Gold Card program in September of 2025. All folks need to do is pay a $15,000 DHS processing fee and a $1 million gift, and they'll be fast tracked to receive U.S. residency in record time, according to the government page for the card. It appears Nikki skirted around the payment, coincidentally, right after she stood by the president's side at his Trump account summit on Wednesday, where she doted on him and said she's his biggest supporter. In case you missed it, the Trump account is supposed to fund tax advantage investment accounts of U.S. citizens under the age of 18, according to its website. The Trump admin is promising to pay every citizen born between January 1st of 2025 and December 31st of 2028 $1,000 to get the account started. The Super Bass artist has reportedly pledged to donate $150,000 and $300,000 to the Trump account program. As we've told you, Nikki has been extremely vocal about her support of Trump and his administration's policies as of late, completely flipping her tune from a few years back. In 2018, she revealed on Facebook she entered the US as an illegal immigrant and slammed family separation policies at the time. So her cozying up to Trump seems to be quite interesting, all things considered. She even surprised auto workers in the White House Wednesday, shaking their hands and hugging them with a smiling Trump in the background. Mm,
Ugh.
Be fucking for real. First
listen,
of all, that little card thing, that's like your man giving you a little rain check card at home. Girl, that ain't finna do nothing.
a
And the
little.
comments say that gold card has super high interest rates. I believe it.
Mhm.
Girl, bad. Girl, bad.
As he's slamming the credit card holders for high interest rates. I wonder what the interest rate on that card is.
Girl,
I wouldn't get
he,
no car with nothing that has Trump name on it. But then again, I am somebody who used to have a rush card back in what 2005. So so I don't know. Maybe
well,
it's a
you've learned your
possibility I might get
lesson.
scammed.
You've learned your lesson.
She has sold her soul from the head to the toe, honey.
Ugh,
Mm-mm.
ugh. She and people who are still her fans. I'm sorry for y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm
Really?
not. The hell
I'm
with
not
them.
It's
They
either.
just lip serve. What
embarrassing.
they get?
It's embarrassing. Y'all are sad.
We have a comment. Just like the ICE 50K bonus, it's 10,000 per year for the next 5 years. If you leave, you have to pay back the years you did not serve. Girl, the what now?
Wait,
Not
what
an ICE
happened?
360 deal. Oh, good evening, girl.
Wait, what? Just like Ice 50K bonus.
I
Ah,
hope it's worth it to her. I really do.
well, what you call it? One of them content creators said, "Y'all watch the pedophile list and see if his name get taken off."
I mean,
That's what
He'll
we're gonna have to.
forever be a pedophile. I don't care if they do take his name off. Shit,
Okay, that's what I was
it's
thinking. I
forever.
was like, it's up and it's stuck. You're
Mhm.
a pedophile,
Mhm.
sir. We're not changing that.
mhm.
I mean, he got his. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't, I ain't gonna go there.
Child, did y'all see about that wife of his, honey, supposed to be having a movie coming out this Friday, I think.
Oh, flop,
Please.
Look, and
flop.
already they already put like because you can see the pre-order numbers now. Ain't nobody pre-ordered a ticket for that shit. Don't nobody want to see that
I don't know
shit.
why they thought they was gonna put that in the
Well, they don't
theater.
give a damn. That 40 million was a payment. They don't care if nobody go see that movie. They got their money. What they care?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no,
That was
Amazon.
yeah.
That's
That's
why he
that's a
laying off
payment.
people.
He
he
know
waste
nobody
he,
going to see that.
he wasted that shit.
That
Well,
was a
first of all, the trailer talking about everyone's been bitch. Who is everyone? Ain't nobody been asking. Girl, bad.
yeah. They don't care if not one person sees that movie. That money wasn't about the movie. That's just
well,
some sham bullshit.
I'm so glad they don't care, honey, because nobody is going to see that movie. Not even her husband is watching that shit.
Mm-mm.
He
She
don't
got her
support
40
her.
million. 40 million, and they gone. They don't give a damn.
Yeah, she just that was her payday. He made
Hmm.
sure she got her little cut of money out of that, got her little 40 out of this whole little deal to be first lady again and not divorce him.
Yeah, they kissed the king's ass and kept it moving.
Oh, and I'm sorry. I guess I should say allegedly when mentioning he's not going to watch that movie, but he don't like her.
Why would he?
Allegedly,
No, she don't like him.
I think it's mutual. Quite.
He gonna watch it to make sure she ain't say nothing bad about it. That's the only
Look,
reason he'll
She
watch
gonna
it.
get Baron into
look.
it, honey. And did y'all see how they trying to get Baron out here looking like some damn Captain Save a Hoe, honey?
Yes.
Girl, I ain't
Yeah.
even
What he
I ain't
was
even
out
bringing
here
it.
doing?
Honey, somebody, one of his friends or something, was with a violent boyfriend, and he supposedly beat up the violent boyfriend or some other shit
You
like
mean Eeyore? I mean, what's that?
Lurch or on Baron.
Lurch. Ooh, he's such a lurch. Ooh, Jesus, that boy. Ooh,
And you see, ain't that story happened last week? I think I was like, I ain't talking to. I'm not bringing that shit up in here. I don't want
I
to
didn't
hear
even see it. Good.
it.
I didn't see it. I ain't see it.
Oh, but what I will bring up in here, the story I will bring up in here, honey, is Lady Gaga. She is
Uh
over in Japan, girl, talking about Ice. She said Ice got her so pissed, girl. I got to do this concert, girl, and I got to head back to the States because they is going crazy over there. So you see, I just
You
posted a
sure
link
it's,
here from
I was gonna
oh,
say, you sure it's not because she also has to get ready for her Grammy appearance
well, yeah. Well, two things can be true at the same time.
performance because she performing.
Well, yes. Oh, well, and you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Lady Gaga condemns ICE in passionate speech at concert in Japan. So it's about a 3 something minute long video. I'm not going to play the video. I'm just going to read, what they say about it because they described it really well. But it says Lady Gaga took a moment at her concert in Japan to blast ICE, calling out the way they mercilessly target families in a passionate speech. The singer songwriter was performing in Tokyo Thursday night when she took a break from playing songs to get real about the state of the USA. Gaga says she's headed back home after her incredibly successful Mayhem Ball tour, and her heart's aching for all the families dealing with immigration raids and other scary situations with federal law enforcement agency. She goes on, I'm thinking about all of their pain and how their lives are being destroyed right in front of us. I'm also thinking about Minnesota and everyone back home who is living in so much fear and searching for answers of what we should all do when entire communities lose their sense of safety and belonging. It breaks something in all of us. I hope that you'll all stand with us tonight. Um, it says Gaga acknowledges that she's not in the US, but she says she wanted to bring it up because the crowd is with the community and she asks everyone to stand with those affected on the other side of the world. She calls on America's leaders to change their course of action and to have mercy on her fellow countrymen. Gaga then says she wants to sing a song with a hopeful message before launching into her hit Come to Mama. As you know, two U.S. citizens were shot and killed by federal immigration agents in Minnesota this month. Alex Preddy was shot multiple times on a busy Minneapolis street Saturday, and Renee Good was shot by an ICE training officer on a residential street on January 7th. Trump administration officials labeled Preddy and Good domestic terrorists immediately after their respective deaths. You know what's not lost on me? They never also mentioned the black man who was killed by ICE as well. They
Never.
never in these stories. But anyway, and you know what I say to this? I mean, congrats on speaking up, girl. And I think there might be some truth to what Libra Queen was saying, girl. She probably is only saying this, because she got a Grammy appearance coming up and she want to look like she's that girl. But what you need to do, Gaga, is really thank the Dixie Chicks, or I think they call themselves the Chicks now. Because realize, you know what she did. Remember back, and even though this happened 20 some odd years ago, when the Dixie Chicks went over to the UK and they criticized President George W. Bush and his war on Iran. And baby, when I tell you the Dixie Chicks got canceled, and I mean canceled, honey, I never seen anything like it.
Yeah,
And
that was
that was
yeah.
a time when they were burning their CDs and everything, child. So the fact that Gaga can actually talk that shit over in Japan, honey, and and what she's saying is not wrong, but it's like, girl, so you might need to thank the people that come before you, and hopefully this is not for a publicity thing before the Grammys, Aries Queen. But go ahead, Libra Queen.
What did Grace Jones call her? An
Oh,
empty
oh,
vessel.
oh, oh, oh,
What
oh.
did she call her?
An empty vessel. She
Oh,
has
empty.
no personality. I mean, sheesh.
And then not did Grace Jones say to her, then Madonna came out and said to her, it was like, yeah, how do you feel that people say or not? What the question was asked? How do you feel about Gaga saying that you inspire her? Madonna said it's productive, and he was like, oh, what does that mean? She said, look it up. I said, oh,
Mm, mm.
oh, hey, Slayonka.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to come up here on stage to let you know I want to say his name. His name is Keith Porter.
Thank you, yeah, Keith Porter, exactly. And yes, they never talk about. They always talk about Renee and Alex, but they never bring up Keith's name in these conversations. And he was killed as well, and his family is affected by that. So, yeah.
Yes, he was. And thank you for saying his name.
Hashtag Keith Porter. Well, my play uncle, y'all, he has some words about ice. So, and also, I just wanted to ask y'all, when we not talking, keep your mics muted because when I was reading the Gaga story, I heard an echo. So I just want to make
Oh,
sure that's not.
I
But
didn't hear it, but okay.
yes, well, I have this story here by way of TMZ, and you should see where it says Ice T warns protesters to be careful because ICE will kill you. And he is not wrong, honey. So let's see what he's out. They called him out in New York. He out there signing autographs for fans and stuff. And one worrisome ass fan he actually had to check, honey, that y'all gonna see. But yeah, he's not wrong either. So let's see what my play uncle has to say about this.
Ice, how are you? Ice, we gotta ask you. I don't know if it's true. Trying to see. But I heard that you did a few shows and you changed your lyrics to Cop Killer to Ice Killer. Now we know Cop Killer was a protest song. Are you creating a new protest song in this generation?
No, that was an old show that was done in LA during the time where ICE had occupied LA. and they were all over the place. So that's kind of like out. That it's not a current song, and it's just something I did spontaneously because
Right.
the ice was making moves out there, and I don't know
Can you come this way, please?
pen if you want. At the moment, I just said it.
No. Trust me, I get it. It's funny because a lot of people are now like talking about that and they're bigging you up. Like, you know what? You're standing up, like, coming from hip hop and talking about this situation. How do you feel about the images coming out of Minneapolis?
Crazy.
Thank you.
My wife has a
It's,
camera. Can I get a photo?
it's crazy what's going on. The fact that 2 people are dead. I mean, I don't think anybody can agree with that under any circumstances.
Can I get a shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, but let me finish doing what I'm doing, player.
Thank you.
See, I'm trying to accommodate all these people.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay.
for signing.
Okay.
What's your message to your fans in Minneapolis? Do you have a message to fans, who might be listening to your
Thank you,
music,
guys.
bigging you up, and then kind of just like, man, we're going through this weird situation?
Just stand strong and stay out the way of stuff. These cats will kill you, and it ain't worth it right now. It's the object is a peaceful protest and stuff, but you got to understand that these other cats ain't that peaceful.
We appreciate you guys.
He is
Did
absolutely
you hear
right.
that? Did you hear that part where it was some silence and she had to think of another question and then she
Yeah,
went
the
in?
interviewers suck. Oh, they
When it
suck.
should be the end of the baby, it should be the end. They always find a way to keep going.
Mm.
Yes, honey. They is and the thing about him, he's actually very of the people. Like she didn't even have to do that. Like if she would he's the type of celebrity that if she would have talked to him right there and she would have saw him like maybe 10 minutes later, he would still talk to her 10 minutes later. Like he is really a man of the people. So yeah, she could like, girl, you got to kind of know when. But again, they under a strict leadership, honey, because
Yeah, but they
Harvey don't
stupid.
play. I better hear you asking a minimum of 5 questions every 30 seconds, and if I don't, your ass will be written up. Do you want a career in journalism? Because I own journalism. What that man say on South Park? I am above the law.
He was so gracious, signing all the autographs while he was talking. He's very gracious, and she's
Mm-hmm.
asking those dumbass questions.
Per fucking
Harvey,
usual.
come on, your people got to do better.
He don't want better. He want 5 questions per 30 seconds.
Even if they dumb questions, huh?
Even if, because clearly they keep. I mean, we be watching a lot of these stories, y'all, and y'all say like
Mhm.
it's a pattern. They all seem to ask the stupidest ass questions, and I think they
They
probably under strict
do.
leadership to do so. They gotta be,
They
because
really
these
do.
are like college educated journalists. You see what I mean? Like they know better. I'm sure they've had practice. They had to intern, before they got to this point. So yeah, I think Harvard got them under strict. I can't prove it, but I think that's exactly what's happening.
Okay.
Hmm But
God
baby, what we
bless.
can prove now, child, baby, that Bill Cosby. I couldn't wait to talk about this shit, honey.
He
Oh,
did.
oh.
No, he ain't dead,
He did.
honey.
Oh,
But
Let me mute
girl,
my mic.
okay.
girl, y'all see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Bill Cosby admits he had 7 Quaalude prescriptions to drug women. He is finally saying the quiet part out loud that we all knew. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all been a bitch like me, honey, who's been reading the magazines since 2005, I have been trying to tell people about Bill Cosby as ever since he said that fucked up shit about young black men back in the early 2000s, and I've been gaslit like, oh no, he meant it this way. Oh no, I'm like, no, this man is something else, and y'all need to keep your eye on him. And I'm glad to see I was right. So Bill Cosby admitted under oath he refilled a recreational prescription for Quaaludes he got from a gynecologist at a poker game 7 times with the intention of giving the pills to women in hopes of having sex with them. He says he never downed a single pill himself. The bombshell admission is part of a deposition Cosby gave in a lawsuit filed by one of his rape accusers, Donna Motzinger, as parts of his testimony are included in new legal docs obtained by TMZ. Cosby said in the deposition, which is sealed, he was prescribed Quaaludes by a freaking OBGYN, Dr. Leroy Amar, at a poker table. Talk about some shady business dealings. The docs say Dr. Amar is a disgraced gynecologist who was Cosby's friend, and the poker game where Cosby got the Quaaludes prescription was hosted at Cosby's Los Angeles house prior to 1972, which is significant. We did some digging and found Dr. Amar had his license revoked in California in 1979. Motzinger, as we first reported, claims Cosby drugged and raped her in 1972 when she was working as a server at the famous Trident restaurant in Sausalito, California. In her lawsuit, Motzinger claims Cosby gave her a pill that she believed was an aspirin. And after she took the pill, she started falling in and out of consciousness and woke up the next day in her house wearing only her panties. The new docs say Cosby's Quaaludes were round white pills. Cosby is trying to get Motzinger's lawsuit thrown out of court, but Motzinger is fighting back. Bitch. I was told that Cosby was being set up because he was trying to buy NBC. I was told America's favorite black dad couldn't do anything like this. These women are lying. Now, and I just want y'all to, these are his words that he said that he was able to get 7 prescriptions for Quaaludes from a fucking OBGYN at a poker game. And this is why I say all the time, I don't care, baby. There's no amount of convincing anybody can do. There is no reason a cis hetero man should be a gynecologist or work in OBGYN. Y'all have been too predatory over the years for me to even feel comfortable with that. Like, wow.
I have never, never, ever, ever had a male gynecologist. Ever.
Good.
Ever.
And you
Because,
don't need now.
again, what is the fucking point? Like, why would I want to go see a man about some shit he ain't even got? I don't care if he went to all the schools. The hell?
There was who was it? I can't remember. I think it was it Real Housewives of Potomac, and I want to say it was NECA. NECA when she was on there for her one season, and she went to a male OBGYN. And she was talking about like it was just the questions he was asking her, like, are you sure your husband would want you to do or something? So, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Ain't got nothing to do with her damn body. What the fuck?
Exactly. Exactly.
Mm-mm. Y'all, but all the amount of Felicia Rashard, your shady ass, honey, because we knew you were shady, honey, ever since what you said about them Howard students. But now, the way that, because you remember how when they asked her about what they thought about his accusers, and she pretty much was just like, oh, she kind of dismisses, like, oh, this couldn't, no, these girls are lying. He could never do anything like that. Remember? Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he chose the profession of doctor he would play on that show, just as like an inside joke to himself, you know?
Oh, was he an OBGYN? I know
Uh-huh.
he was a doctor.
He
Mm-hmm.
was? See, I
He
didn't know.
was.
See, I
He
was correct
delivered
with watching.
babies, yes.
He sure did.
Yep.
Chill, get the bleep out of here, girl.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah,
He
to
was an
amuse himself.
OBGYN.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Baby, when I tell you that's the gag of the day, honey, I was today years old. Because I'm a millennial, mid millennial, honey. So Cosby Show really, that was more for like the older the millennial and the younger Gen X's. That's y'all favorite show. I was more of like The Simpsons, and when everybody was watching Cosby Show on Thursday night, I was watching The Simpsons. So yeah.
Yeah, that is a pretty.
Oh, we have
It's
he was an
disappointing.
at home OBGYN. Oh,
Well, he
that's
had an office, in the basement of his home.
oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
That explains why Vanessa was what Denise was light skinned and them 2 other girls was because
Shut up.
Claire ain't the
I
mama.
can't stand you. I
Look, the
cannot
grandma, the
stand
baby. Not him looking at people's monkeys in the comfort of his own home, just like he like her under a Quaalude girl that he never took himself. He was like, I ain't gotta
Right.
take this aspirin, girl.
Never saw a nurse in there he never had no staff, just him and the pregnant woman. Oh yeah.
I
you.
didn't
Oh yeah,
realize
back in
that.
the day, shoot, that didn't become a thing until what the late 90s,
And
two
I wonder why
thousands,
it became a thing.
because they were raping women, molesting them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because men. I
When
mean,
the
there's probably
doctor
been
tell,
one woman or two, but
remember the
men.
army doctor who wouldn't let the women's husbands come in the room with him? I swear to God, if any male OBGYN told me my husband couldn't come in the room, I would run. Because that is a big, big, big red flag. Because it's
Red
not
flag.
forbidden. It's not forbidden that your husband come in the room. He sits at your head. He doesn't see anything, you know. And that doctor never wanted them to have somebody in the room with him. No way.
Or fertility doctor. You remember we watched that
Oh
mm,
yeah, my father's something,
mhm.
whatever that was, where he made all those
Mhm.
damn children and he had a genetic defect. I dug him
Mhm.
up and killed him again.
He's still alive. Well, wait.
Mm, I
At the
thought he
time we
passed.
watched it, he was still. Maybe he had since passed,
Oh, I don't know, but they
but
all,
he
a
was
lot of
still
them had
alive.
autoimmune issues because of his ass.
Mhm.
I'd have hurt that man.
And they
Yeah,
all
it's a
pretty much
puzzle.
stayed in the same town. Like they weren't that far. It was disgusting.
It
Oh,
was very disgusting. He had what, like 100 and something children?
gobsmacked. When I say I was gobsmacked when I watched that.
Yeah, I mean, look, that'll work. I'm just really like looking at like all of his defenders and stuff like that, baby. Y'all was really
Oh
rocking for this
yes,
man.
they were. They were.
Hmm.
Oh, he
They
was
should.
trying
What
to
did they
buy
went to his
NBC.
house? What did they expect? Well, you don't expect to be drugged and raped. I tell you that. You might think you would willingly consent, but no, nobody
And the crazy
expects
thing,
that.
for him to do that, ooh,
He was nasty.
Now,
well,
and from what I read, I remember seeing like some old video footage and stuff like that, and some old TV shows. But like, weren't Quaaludes like a common thing? Like back in what the
the
70s?
'70s,
Yeah, I
yes.
understand. Like Quaaludes was like the party drug, honey.
Well,
So
it wasn't even supposed to be a party drug. It's a medical drug that they started using.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
so
guess so,
scary.
sort of like it's like the version what they use lean for today. It was kind of like that, from what I
Yeah,
understand. So
yeah. So,
it's like he was just predatory because I was like, if it was a party drug like that, you wouldn't have to do much convincing to get a girl like, hey, I'm with Bill Cosby, this famous comedian. Hey,
no,
I want to give you some pussy.
they want to just take it, and that's the problem.
Hmm.
People like that, they just want to
It's a
take it.
power thing, yeah. They don't want consent. They want it no matter what, under their
Cause he
terms.
had consent at home. I wonder if he
He probably would have had consent from a
drugged
lot of those
Camille.
women. I mean, when you got
Hmm.
money, you know how they do.
Yeah, I
He
wonder if
could have
he
had
drugged his
consent.
wife at all.
Hmm.
If he did, you probably don't remember because she was
Hmm.
one of his defenders too. So, Felicia, we looking at you, honey. Miss Rashad, we looking at you, girl.
Oh,
Yeah, I was so
I didn't care
sad
for
about
her
that.
ever since ever since she did that.
Hmm.
Fuck
Look,
her.
we have a comment. That's why Denise was acting crazy. Yeah. And he took the way he tried to shame her. Now you know the product of that shame. You know Zoe, she did grow up to be a little, but but I
Right?
mean that right there should have like kind of woke up some red flags and people like, what do you mean you gonna cancel this girl's career just because she decided she want to do what she want to do with her own body? Yeah, she got pregnant, okay,
Yeah.
but I
He is a
understand this from a
control
different
freak.
time.
That's the problem.
Yeah, so that's that on that, honey. I couldn't wait to talk about that damn shit. I was like, oh, did Bill Cosby said it out his own mouth, baby? There's no denying it now.
Mm, mm. That is ugh.
Well, what else we can't deny, honey, is because remember the last time we talked about Finesse 2 Times and his girlfriend Sugar. He claimed that Moneybag Yo was behind him getting pulled over by the police and arrested. Well, Moneybag Yo ain't had nothing to do with that, by the way. And y'all see, I just shared this hot new hip hop link. Finesse 2 Times was allegedly caught with Adderall before Dallas arrest.
Oh my god.
Like, girl. But it was Moneybag Yo's fault. Okay. Well, Finesse 2 Times has faced no shortage of legal woes throughout his career, and this month has been no exception. Recently, he was arrested in Dallas alongside his girlfriend, FNG Sugar. Per Fox 51, he was pulled over by Russ County Police on January 14th after they noticed that his Cadillac Escalade was missing a front license plate. Upon approaching the vehicle, the officer smelled marijuana, prompting him to conduct a search. A small bag of marijuana was then discovered in front of the car. In the front of the car. Orange pills believed to be Adderall were also found. They were both arrested. Sugar, who had outstanding warrants, is accused of trying to conceal evidence during the arrest. Allegedly, she hid a small bag of green leafy buds believed to be marijuana in her clothing. She was charged with tampering or fabricating with physical evidence with intent to impair possession of marijuana, possession of a controlled substance, and a weapon offense. As for Finesse 2 Times, orange pills were also found on his person once he got to jail. He was charged with possession of marijuana, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of a prohibited substance or item in a correctional or a civil commitment facility. Both he and Sugar have since been released. The latest details about Finesse 2 Times' arrest arrived just days after he blamed Moneybag Yo for it. Bag put the police on me, he alleged on his Instagram story. Y'all be wanting me to go to jail so bad, with laughing emojis. I don't carry nothing but some za and a yurt or two. Y'all niggas some real haters. And Bag, you know I know the truth, he also added. Your cousin big homie, G named Ben in paperwork, got the damn old man real time, and y'all swept the shit under the rug. So quit speaking on rats, and you with one. Moneybag Yo has not publicly addressed these allegations. Mm-mm.
Why should our favorite chinless rapper, I mean, he bought a chin, but why should he address that foolery?
Could y'all imagine, like, having to take a charge for this man? Now, I know he got a big ding-a-ling, but that ain't enough for me to want to take no damn charges. Like, Willie hiding damn weed in my clothes and in my pussy and Adderall pills. And,
I cannot stress enough that don't nobody have enough dick motion in the ocean for me to. I need y'all to stop using that as an excuse because the man don't have no fucking personality. He ain't smart. Like, what is y'all doing? Get off the floor.
Now he can be a little funny. Now, not funny enough for me to want to bust it open for him, but he's made me laugh a few times in a few of them Instagrams. And we have a comment. I'm tired of looking at this Down syndrome looking nigga. Don't talk about him no more. Oh, okay.
Oh,
well,
and whoever said that, kudos. Because right, his slow ass. He is so slow.
Well, I look, I can't make no promises that I won't talk about him no more because Moneybag Yo and that 10-inch dingling likes to stay in the news, honey. So, I'm not the
you
news.
mean Finesse or Moneybag Yo?
Oh yes, I'm sorry, Moneybag. Yeah, Finesse 2 times. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Moneybag. I did not mean to bring your penis into it, honey. My bad, sweetie. How you know it's big? I don't know, but didn't Meg say it was? I don't know, girl. He's too young for me. I don't want to find out.
Wait, you throwing out all Meg who?
Oh, Megan Thee Stallion. Remember when they were a thing?
Who? With who?
Moneybag Yo. Yeah, girl, that was like years ago, like back when she was
first coming on. Well, when he didn't have a chin. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, speaking of people with no chin, Kenan Thompson. Remember how we last talked about him and Chris Red just gave us, against our will, information about him sleeping with Kenan's wife or whatever. Look, we have a comment screaming. Nice segue. Well, so Kenan actually has his own issues that he's going through, honey. So I just shared this TMZ article. Kenan Thompson sued by landlord over breach of lease. And the thing that I got about this damn out of this article, honey, is how expensive as shit LA is. My God. So Kenan Thompson is being dragged to court by a landlord who claims he owes over $34,000 for breaking his lease on a rental home. According to a new lawsuit obtained by TMZ, The SNL star is being sued for allegedly breaching a 12-month lease for a 3-bedroom rental property in Los Angeles. In the docs, the landlord claims they entered into a written lease agreement with Keenan in September. They say the lease started October 1st, and Keenan agreed to pay the $10,250 rent for a year before the lease would go to month to month. Problem is, the landlord claims Keenan breached the lease and he owes $17,425 in unpaid rent for November and December. What's more, the landlord claims they had trouble finding a replacement tenant and were only able to get someone to move in at a reduced rent. And the landlord says Keenan is on the hook for the difference, which in this case is $15,750 over the 12-month lease. The docs show the landlord is also going after Keenan for an $871 late fee, plus a $9,594 broker fee and $1,000 in legal fees and recoverable under the lease. Keenan landlord says he owes $34,390 in total after being credited for only the $10,250 security deposit he paid. We've reached out to Keenan's camp. So far, no word back. Until now, it looks like there's been an update that I'm just seeing for the first time now. It says, sources close to Keenan tell TMZ this was a contractual disagreement and not about him choosing to not pay rent. Our sources tell us Keenan never received the keys to the property and never had even stepped foot on the property. What the fuck? And I don't know about y'all, but when I was reading this story, it sounds like they just trying to, like, first of all, an $871 late fee. Like, damn, that's crazy as hell. Usually late fee is about $50, $150. Like, $871. And then he said that they weren't able to find somebody to pay the same amount of rent as Keenan was going to pay, as per the quote unquote contract. So they had to get someone else in at a reduced rate, so they want Keenan to front that difference. And like from what I'm understanding, the rents would have been $10,000. It says $10,250. I guess that's monthly. So if he's, because 10,000 times 2 is 20,000, right? So it says for November and December he owes 17,425. Like, how is this calculated? I'm confused. See, this is why I don't want to go to LA. Y'all smoking too much weed out there, honey. You can't do math. Shout out to my Californians. Y'all know I love you. Oh, maybe prorated. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe prorated. Okay, but yeah, that's that on that, honey. We won't spend too much time on this next story because I don't see it for this girl and I don't know who this man is. I just understand, does he play sports or is he an actor? I don't know. But the streets are saying that, and I have this link here from Hot New Hip Hop. They're saying Erica Mena debuts a new relationship with Antonio Bibbs. I don't like her. I don't know him. So next. Do y'all want to see a picture? I had to Google a picture because they don't have any pictures of him.
No thanks.
Oh, okay. So it looks like we don't want to see. We will go to the next story. Oh, do y'all remember back when this was on my December 10th show? So we shared a story about like Quentin Tarantino was being nasty towards an actor by the name of Paul Dano. And then another actor by the name of Zach Woods. We watched a video of Zach Woods reading Quentin Tarantino for filth, honey. Well, Paul Dano has actually come out and he says he appreciates not only that, but everybody else who spoke up for his behalf. And y'all see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Paul Dano responds to Quentin Tarantino torching him as an actor. Well, Paul Dano is speaking out about Quentin Tarantino dissing him as an actor, saying he's grateful his colleagues stuck up for him. Dano addressed the Tarantino issue Wednesday while he and his fellow cast members from the movie Little Miss Sunshine celebrated the 20th anniversary of its release at the Sundance Film Festival. Responding to the droves of people defending him online, the actor told Variety, "That was really nice. I was also incredibly grateful that the world spoke up for me, so I didn't have to." Last December, Tarantino torched Dano during an interview with Bret Easton Ellis on the Bret Easton Ellis podcast. The director said Dano's performance in There Will Be Blood caused it to drop from the number 1 or 2 position on his last list of greatest films to the 5th spot. Tarantino said Dano was the flaw in the movie, calling him weak sauce and a weak sister. Ellis asked Tarantino if he ever liked Dano in any film project, and Quentin replied, "I don't care for him." Then Tarantino slightly changed his tune about Dano's acting in There Will Be Blood, stating, "I'm not saying Dano's giving a terrible performance. I'm saying he's giving a non-entity performance." At the time, many in the movie industry threw their support behind Dano, namely Ethan Hawke, Ben Stiller, Simu Liu, and Reese Witherspoon, calling him a brilliant and gifted actor. And while attending the Little Miss Sunshine celebration, Dano's co-star in the film, Toni Collette, had a few choice words for Tarantino. She said, "Fuck that guy. He must have been high. It was just confusing. Who does that?" Shout out to Toni Collette. I like her. So yeah, we have a comment. Tarantino has the confidence of someone attractive, all while looking like Toe Jam. Ooh, that is actually very insulting to Toe Jam. Yes, honey. And Paul Dano he don't bother nobody, honey. He like Barbara Howard. He go in, he do his work, and he go home. So that's that on that, honey. Now we just kind of need more if y'all would just, speak up about the black actors and actresses or the actors of color who tend to be mistreated on set, then we can have a real conversation. But okay. That's that on that. Oh, y'all, this next story. I love to see when Trump supporters and when terrible people like suffer losses. I love to see it. It makes me horny. I don't know. It makes me so excited. Maybe horny isn't the right word. But anyway, I bring all that up to say because this next story, you all should see I just share by way of TMZ. Rob Schneider's wife Patricia files for divorce, honey. We have a comment saying gives me an orgasm. Okay, so we're not alone. We here. That I love to see you like this here. Well, Rob Schneider's TV producer wife Patricia is canceling their marriage because we've learned she's filed for divorce. Patricia Snyder, a Mexican actress and producer, beelined it to court last month in Arizona and filed to divorce Rob after 15 years of marriage, according to legal docs obtained by TMZ. Rob and Patricia have 2 young daughters together, 13-year-old Miranda Scarlett and 10-year-old Madeline Robbie. The hot chick star married Patricia in Los Angeles way back in January of 2010, but they had been living in Arizona. Patricia says the marriage is irretrievably broken with no possibility of reconciliation. And she says they're in the process of negotiating legal decision-making, parenting time, and child support, and intend to enter into a written agreement. Spanish news outlet TV y Novelas was the first to report on the divorce. This is the 3rd divorce for Rob, and he has another daughter, Elle King, from one of his previous marriages, though Elle has made it no secret their relationship has been strained. Good for you, girl. Leave his fucking ass. Leave it. I hope all y'all leave these Trump supporting, quiet as kept, these ladies really be Trump supporting big as themselves. But those who are not and those who happen to be, victims in these situations, girl, I hope y'all get enough courage to leave these motherfuckers to rot, honey. Especially Rob Schneider. It's problematic. Stop having sex with MAGA people. I agree. I truly agree. The problem is, though,
People
unfortunately,
don't be stingy with they. Y'all just be loosey goosey with the coot cat and be letting anybody do anything. And I'm just like,
yeah. And the problem is when it comes to these, a lot of these MAGA, they say a lot of things like out loud, like, "Oh, ban women, no women's rights, oh, ban gays." Whole times they be the one in your inboxes and they be the ones that be ready to pay, like real money. So that's the problem. So even though that you remember we were talking about Dominique Jackson, is that her name, Dominique Jackson, the other day, the one who read Shannon Sharp for Phil. And remember, I told y'all that I discovered her when they were having that conversation about Laverne Cox, and Laverne Cox was dating that MAGA cop. But Dominique was one of the ones that was like, at times, especially when it comes to sex work, that's how a lot of these girls make their living. So as much as we say we gotta like withhold and withheld from them, baby, they the ones that's paying. So yeah, there's that on that. But yes, leave his ass, girl. Bye. Good riddance.
Shouldn't have married him anyway. You married below your weight class, girl.
Well, maybe not. I mean, this is Rob Schneider, and remember, Rob Schneider had a huge name in the '90s and 2000s, honey. So,
Mm,
and then
okay.
a
And we
Mexican
in
actor,
2026. Mm.
and because of Adam Sandler, yeah, sure enough, but he still had it. And then he made his own movie. I don't even think Adam Sandler was a part of it. I mean, he made like that little one appearance with that them dreads, honey, looking like he stink. But in the hot chick, yeah, he was. mm, Yeah, he was something, but now he's a lonely old fucker.
Oh well.
His daughter is a good singer. What's her name? She's Auntie Maga. Elle, I believe. Well, speaking of divorce, honey, let's get into some lesbian news. So, how about a lesbian couple that got divorced, honey?
Oh no. Who?
So y'all should see here by way of TMZ. NBC News is Stephanie Goss files for divorce from former Today host Jenna Wolf. Do y'all remember Jenna
Mm.
Wolf from Today? I actually don't, believe it or not.
The one on the left, I remember her. Yes, I don't know the one on the right,
Oh,
and I didn't know she was lesbian. So there's that.
I mean that haircut.
Well,
No,
her hair wasn't always like that. Her hair wasn't always like that.
too shy, too shy. Well, it looks like Jenna Wolf and Stephanie Goss will not be getting back together to try and save their marriage because Stephanie just filed for divorce, TMZ has learned. The NBC News correspondent beelined it to court Wednesday and filed to divorce the former Today host after nearly 13 years of marriage, according to online records. Jenna and Stephanie had been separated since September 2021, but now it's Stephanie making the first move and pulling the trigger on a divorce filing. When she was working at Today back in 2013, Jenna came out as a lesbian and announced she was expecting her first child with her partner, Stephanie. They married that same year and welcomed their baby girl in August, naming her Harper. Jenna and Stephanie had a split. Jenna and Stephanie had a second child in 2015, another daughter named Quinn. But not my Libra Queen because this Queen has two N's. Anywho, Stephanie has been an NBC news correspondent since September of 2006. Jenna also hosted First Things First with Nick Wright on FS1 from September 2017 through August of 2022, where she once told us her epic fantasy football league punishment. As for the divorce, no word yet on spousal support, or child custody. Baby, everybody named Mama getting divorced, honey. Everybody, even down to the lesbians, honey. Well, that's that on that, honey.
I'm the baddest queen. Okay, period.
You better
Queen
work.
with one ear.
Okay, I mean, because that's how you know it's so bad that you only need one end, where all the other girls need two. So I'm just saying.
Period.
Yes, honey. Well, I got three more stories left. Now, this next one, so now, this is how you know like it's two different internets, honey. I certainly did not know any of this was going on because I have no interest in going to a Harry Styles concert. But did y'all know that like a lot of his fans are truly, truly upset over the price of his concert tickets? Like they say them tickets is too damn high, and like, dude, what are you doing?
No, that's the first time I heard about. I heard that he was going on a tour, but I didn't hear any backlash about it.
Yes,
I don't know
baby.
nothing about him.
That's good, Kirby. And the stuff I know about him is against my will, unfortunately. So
Yeah,
Exactly.
basically
there's
that
that.
part.
Well, y'all know his bandmate, Zayn Malik. Or even if you don't know him, do you know of his name or whatever?
Yeah.
Isn't that the one? Wait, no, one of them died. It wasn't Zane, was it? No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't Zayn. It was what was his name? Liam.
Liam.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, Zayn Honey was out here throwing shade at them concert tickets. And you see where it says Zayn Malik appears to take a dig at Harry Styles' ticket prices.
He's aged like goddamn. You know what? Never mind.
Ah! Oh, we have a comment saying, I don't care. Oh! And I kind of get that's the sentiment of the entire room. Do we not care about this story? Because I don't have to
Not
play
at
this
all.
video.
Please
No,
don't do
because
it.
we
Don't
wasn't
play it.
going to no damn Harry Styles concert. What the hell?
Okay, well, I won't play the video, but I was trying to find in the article where it says, so it says, in case you missed it, seats at Harry's show at Wembley Stadium in the UK shot up to $642.76. And that's nothing compared to the most expensive VIP package for Harry's NYC shows. Those will cost you $1,667. And fans weren't the only one wowed by the hefty price tag. It says like other singers commented how much on his post and stuff like that. So yeah, the fans seem to be the people that are actually going to these concerts are mad that they have to pay. So
To get
yeah.
a mediocre performance. That's crazy.
Oh,
Wow.
I mean, there is a systemic problem with these concert tickets, and that really does need to be addressed. The concert tickets should not be as high as they are. I'm sorry
Well, I
for
would just say,
nobody.
I will say this for the record that the amount of money that I paid for the artists that I like to see live, it'd be worth every dime. And resale, yeah, even if it's resale or marked up or whatever, it'd be
You see,
worth
you're
it.
part of the problem. See, you're part of the
And
problem.
and that's the only person I'm willing to pay, coins for. So
And that is
anybody less
part of the
than that,
problem.
anybody not that person, um, need to get their fucking life. But yeah, couldn't be me.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. And yeah, because honestly, none of them prices should be that high. I'm sorry, nobody.
hmm and then I understand like when it comes to buying concerts overseas, like they don't have the same because Ticketmaster is pretty much the ones that's like surging the ticket prices for everything for all those service fees and stuff. But I understand like they don't have the same service fees overseas like in the UK and stuff. So
They do not. They do not have the same service fees, but they do have similar pricing price gouging as far as like what's it called? It's like the
On
demand
demand.
pricing. Yeah, on
Hmm.
demand pricing. They do have that in certain aspects. But one thing that they're really good about is um, resellers. They do have a limit to what you can resell for. So specific, I can speak to the EU that you can't make money off of reselling tickets for the most part. If you buy a ticket, there's like I want to say it's a law. Don't quote me. Where like you can only basically sell it either for face value or just like a small percentage over what you paid for it. But you can't do like in the states where you're doubling, tripling the cost of a face value ticket. It's prohibited.
oh shit. Well, thank you for that knowledge. Hey puppy. It says tickets are incredibly too high. They're like the cost of a flight. Exactly. Child, I'm
And
gonna
more.
watch my shit on YouTube, girl. Y'all can have it. I
And
don't like
more.
stuff like that no way.
It's just it's gotten too costly. Like, I mean, in all honesty, like for the average person to go, it is a lot of money. And it's just kind of ridiculous. Why do I have to break my bank for break myself to have some entertainment? Like, I think it's just gotten out of control.
Say, we have a question. Is that covering the wages of musicians and tech staff and all to give them a living wage? That's a good question. And I would actually, based off of what I know and how the music industry is very predatory, I'm going to just go ahead and say no. They are not using it for that. All that money is going to somebody's pocket.
The artist, the main artist.
Not even the artist. The artist's management team, honey.
That too. I just,
I would say, based off of the information I know and what I've read, I don't know. Well, let me see if this next story, because it's looking like it don't want me to have this ad blocker on, so I may have to read the story. No, it look like it's doing okay now. So this next story I have, so we have heard about Bruce Willis and his condition, and y'all see I just shared here by way of the Hollywood Reporter. Bruce Willis is unaware he has dementia, but still recognizes his family. His wife reveals. So, Bruce Willis doesn't know he has dementia, according to his wife, Emma Hemming Willis. Hemming Willis, who has been married to the 70-year-old actor since 2009, recently appeared on the Conversations with Cam podcast and opened up about her husband's health, revealing the latest update. I think they think this is their normal, she said. This is the term, the neurological condition that comes with FTD and other types of dementia as well, called agnoso. Let me practice. Anosognosia. I'm sure I just said that terrible. Agnosia, yeah, that. So, what that is where your brain can't identify what's happening to it. Where people think this might be denial, where they don't want to go to the doctor and they're like, I'm fine. Actually, this is the anosognosia that comes into play. It's not denial, it's just that their brain is changing. That's part of the disease. Hemming Willis continued, that's the blessing and the curse of this is that Bruce never tapped in. He never connected the dots that he had the disease, and I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy that he doesn't know about it. She also explained that the diehard star still recognizes his family members. The couple shares two daughters who are 11 and 13 years old. He is still very much present in his body, she continued. When someone says to me, does Bruce still know who you are? Yes, he does. Because he does not have Alzheimer's, he has FTD. He has a way with connecting with me, our children, that might not be the same as you would connect with your loved one, but it's still very beautiful and meaningful. It's just different, and you learn how to adapt. Willis was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia, FTD, in 2023, which hinders his ability to communicate. Last August, Hemming Willis said the Sixth Sense actor was still very mobile to Diane Sawyer. Bruce is in really great health overall, Hemming Willis said in an ABC special. It's just that his brain is failing him. The language is going, and we've learned to adapt. And we have a way of communicating with him, which is just a different way. Demi Moore, who was married to Willis for 13 years from 1987 to 2000, and the pair's three daughters, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah Willis, praised Willis's wife for supporting him amid his decline. I have so much compassion for Emma in this, being a young woman, Moore said last September in a pre-taped interview played on an episode of the Oprah podcast. There's no way that anybody could have anticipated where this was going to go. And I really think she's done a masterful job. She has been dedicated to forging the right path. She had equal amounts of fear and strength and courage in navigating this. Yeah, shout out to her, because I know she's going through a hard time, honey, being a caregiver and agnosia. Is that how you say it, puppy? Agnosia. Okay, honey, because you see that word was beating my ass today like I owed it money, honey. But it's all good. When in doubt, sound it out. Despite still being able to sense them. Well, shout out to that. And it sounds like she's getting the support from, Bruce's ex-wife, Demi Moore, and their children. So, yeah. And she's been saying that, they are going through it. They just, doing their new way of communicating. So, shout out to them. I hate to see it. I really do.
And shout out to Demi Moore for getting back out in the industry, serving the goddamn people, feeding the film streets. Okay.
I like Demi a lot. I'm a big fan of Rumor too. I want Rumor to do more singing because that girl sings down. So that's that on that, honey. Well, the last story I have for you all today is that we're gonna end with some good. So some of our favorite movies, well, I know a couple of mine have actually been entered into the National Film Registry. And you all, I just shared here by way of Yahoo Entertainment, and they share this story by way of Gold Derby. And you see where it says The Incredibles, Inception, Clueless, Karate Kid among 25 films inducted into the National Film Registry. And the great thing about this list of 25 movies is that Denzel Washington, even though he not my favorite right now, but I'm still not going to minimize the work that he has done. And there are two of his films on this list. So let me share my screen. We can look at that list together, and just kind of we're gonna look to see if y'all have if y'all know any of these movies, because the reason that they were inducted is that these movies are supposedly tell the American way of life, whatever. They
Malcolm X.
huh?
Is Malcolm X one of them?
No, the
Oh,
Philadelphia and Glory are the two Denzel films.
wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm confusion.
Oh, well, here's the list. This is a complete list. So it starts with The Tramp and the Dog, which came out in 1896, by the way. I'm
The
sure,
Tramp and the Dog.
girl, I only knew of The Lady and the Tramp. Okay, I was like, but yeah,
The Tramp and the Dog.
The Tramp and the Dog, girl, that came out in 1896.
You know, my oh wow,
And we
Jesus.
have The Oath of the Sword, The Maid of Macmillan, The Lady, Sparrows, 10 Nights in a Barroom, White Christmas, High Society, Brooklyn Bridge, Say Amen Somebody, The Thing, The Big Chill, The Karate Kid,
Period.
Glory,
Mm,
Philadelphia, Before
mm.
Sunrise, Clueless.
I know that's
Shout out
right.
to Clueless.
As
Yes,
if
we love Clueless. The Truman Show, Frida, The Hours, The Incredibles.
I'm curious about that.
No, The Incredibles was good, girl.
But why is it on this list though?
Because of Edna Mode alone, okay?
Mm,
Because of Edna
mm,
Mode and her Bob.
mm.
Then we
The iconic Bob.
the iconic
Hello.
Bob, okay? And then it goes on with the Wrecking Crew, Inception,
Okay.
The Loving Story, and the Grand Budapest Hotel.
I really would like to understand the qualifications for being on this list because I'm confusion for a lot of them. But shout out to Clueless because SF. Um, yeah, I just would like to see the criteria. Like what was the criteria? Because what do you mean? All these movies, most of them I've never seen. Some of them I've heard of and probably will never watch, but I would like a tidbit about the criteria to be included. But shout out to the Karate Kid and Clueless, Inception, and The Incredibles because
And we
I've
have
seen
a
those
comment,
all.
The Incredibles was ... Never mind. The Incredibles was what, bitch? And you better keep it cute.
Wait, not too much on my handy, okay?
Now, the second one, that sequel, yeah, that one can go straight to hell, straight to the garbage, honey. They ain't even have to make that one. But that first one was damn good. I really enjoyed it. So that's that on that, honey. Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out, do any of you have any tea that you want to share or any tea that I might have missed?
Ding, ding, ding. We have some additional tea.
Oh, what we got, girl?
So, word on the curb in the streets in the world. There's some some fuckery afoot amongst Supercent and her husband. Apparently, her husband is an abuser,
Oh,
and
not
they was like,
Ray.
yeah, Razor, Ray, whatever the man them. They done had this nice little spread in Essence magazine about their love, but he out here abusing people. That's crazy. Got charges and things.
Oh, oh, there's charges? Oh
Girl, I just
no.
Googled and found something from the Shade Room.
Mm.
girl, let's
I
go.
hate that for her. Mm.
And so it says booking record reveals arrest of Super Sense husband, Ray Bro, in Louisiana. Ooh, girl.
Not this whole journey for then you to turn around and marry some straight fuckery. God damn, they ain't worth. Ooh, they worth shit.
I
And you
really
know,
don't like that they didn't use an updated picture of her too. They so messy for that, and that's why they're blocked on it on socials.
and let me delete my pop-up blocker because this shady ass shade room, honey. TD Jakes and his website. TD Jakes, get your people.
That's TD Jake's website?
And is girl, you ain't remember that big old thing where they woke it up how TD Jakes' ministry is behind the shade room.
No, I did not know
Yes,
that.
girl. It was a
That
whole
went
girl
over my
did a
head.
whole deep dive of it, and how it started was because TD Jakes' daughter Coral. There was a whole situation with an adopted baby that and that's right up Shade Room's alley, right? They was like, well, wait a minute, why they not reporting about Coral? Because the information is out there, and sure enough, they people did research and they found out that TD Jakes' ministry was behind the Shade Room. Yes.
Okay. I'm gobsmacked. Um, I'm sorry. What does that have to do with the Lord? What is we do? Child, I guess.
Well, I might have to read this on my phone because this I tried to take the pop-up block off and it's still not letting me see the site. So let me go on my phone. Girl, this is
I hate that percent though. Oh my God, she has really been through it, and this is not good. That's unfortunate.
oop, and we have a comment that old pal bottom queen loves mess. I'm talking about TD, not Derek.
That's a good
If you
one.
heard what I
Damn.
heard, honey, you'll keep TD from your man, honey. Because the TD stands for throw it down, allegedly. Throw it down, Jake, honey, allegedly. hmm so it says fans of Super Scent are looking for answers after her husband Razor Ray Bro got arrested on Tuesday. Earlier this morning, she shared a few cryptic posts about praying over her kids and not keeping company with money lovers. But she hasn't spoke about why Ray was locked up for domestic abuse and child endangerment per booking records pulled by the Shade Room. The Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office booked Ray on January 27th after he failed to honor a written promise to appear in court. Furthermore, he's charged with domestic abuse, child endangerment, and domestic abuse battery by strangulation. There are no
Oh,
details about the apparent victims connected to the charges. His bond, his bond amount for failure to appear in court is $350, but his bond for other charges seemingly has not yet been decided by a judge. Razor Bro has not spoken out, and it's unclear if he secured a lawyer. After Ray Bro's mugshot and arrest record suffered online, social media reactions called for Super Scent. Uh, some are wondering whether her husband's arrest involved her and their children from previous relationships. The couple tied the knot in Puerto Rico last year after a previous engagement and public split in December of 2023. However, Supa has not addressed the arrest report, first shared by Media Takeout. As of Wednesday, the day after the arrest, she is still using her married name on Instagram, Raynell Rowe. On the day Ray got arrested, Super reposted a message saying, "Pray over your kids. People are jealous of the way you love and care for your kids. People are jealous of you as well. Pray over your kids." After sharing that, she reposted older content from her page, including photos of her kids. Her latest post at the time this article was published was a repost that read, "I don't mess with people who think money is the whole world. That mindset means betrayal is always on sale." In January 2024, Super Sen opened up about her and Ray being physically violent with each other. It came after their public split the month before. In an Instagram live, Super Sen said she and her kids were suffering a breakup and that what happened between Ray and her was a reason to pack her bags and move on. She also said that Ray wasn't going to put his hands on her without her putting her hands on him. You did cause physical harm to me, and I caused physical harm to you, Super Sense said before later rekindling with Ray. Yeah, and give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna I need to get this link here, then I'll share the mugshot that they have of him. Yeah, this is wow.
Mm.
Since Shade Room some fucking haters.
I'm still like, what? Why does he own the shape? Like, what is going on here? Oh my god. Mm-mm-mm.
Hmm. Now, I imagine TD himself is not part of the Shade Room, of
Right.
course, but his ministry, the people that work under him, is, and they are. This website is being funded probably by y'all
Yeah.
tithes and offerings. So,
Yeah. No, I mean, he ain't in the day to day, but he said he gave the green light and the money to do it.
mhm. Well, let me share my screen now. This is Ray's mugshot.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Let's see, and these
Is
are.
that eye looking a little to the left?
Oh, and baby, I see lots and lots of asymmetry here.
But
Yes.
look, ain't he look like he got a lazy eye? It look weird.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that eye. It ain't sitting right. You look cross-eyed.
Mm-hmm. And this, I guess, this is the bookings. Failure to honor written promise to appear. Domestic abuse, battery, child endangerment. Probably tried to, if based off of what I'm seeing here, it's possibility that he may have like tried to choke her or strangle her in front of the kids, and the kids saw it.
Mm, mm, mm.
But then
That
again, I don't
is
know. I'm just guessing.
allegedly.
Allegedly. Mm-hmm.
That's sad because these
Mm-mm.
women, we be trying with these men, and then
I'm sorry. I'm reading in the chat. It says, I guess talking about TD, I'm sure he be in his nightgown reading these articles to get his little life though, huh? Oh God. I'm just picturing TD honey in his nightgown. Honey. Probably got him old silk nightgown, honey.
not a nightgown. I am
Look, only
sick of
silk touches
y'all.
this puss, honey. Only silk for this sanctified puss. Look, old nasty silk, okay? Allegedly, allegedly.
You're enjoying that way too much.
I really was. Thank you, Hammond. I needed to laugh. Well, thank you for that, Libra Queen. Did anybody else have any tea that I might have missed or that they want to share?
No, I'm just taken aback. I feel, ooh, I hate that for super. I
No.
mean, I mean, if you've been following her journey for a long time, I was rooting for you. Lord have mercy.
Yep. Well, thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. Do not forget to subscribe to a bitch. Head over to auntiederek.com and hit that big old green subscribe button at the top left. And then you'll be getting, your email, your daily hugs from me in your inbox and some goodies and all of that. Like I said at the beginning of the show, we will be having a surprise guest tomorrow that's going to come on and talk with us. So don't miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And until then, you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
What about the other announcements?
What other announcement? Did I forget something?
After the tea is the after.
Oh yeah, yeah, girl. We're not gonna say that on the record. No, that's only for people that come here.
Oh,
Oh, you got to show up for that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
or subscribe. Yeah, so
It's
yeah, that.
exclusive.
Never mind. This conversation, Libra Queen, never happened.
you know.
Well, bye, y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.